Hello, everybody.
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome to the Anime Mystics Podcast, episode 43, actually.
Oof.
I made a mistake last week. I was one episode behind.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, 43. I don't know if we're going to do anything for our 50th. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm
But,
down.
yeah, we'll figure it out. So yeah, we're going to be talking about a few more of the shows that we did not get to talk about, and some of the shows we did talk about last time.
Yes.
Seeing as how we haven't caught up on the others. I haven't caught up on like Climbing Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Sano hasn't caught up on Noblesse,
Mm-hmm.
so we're both to blame on that one.
Yeah, yeah, we got some homework still.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I have no updates this time, so this should be relatively quick.
Yeah, we're gonna keep ourselves, at least keep me on the timer, and so we can get this get in and out. And I had this giant rant that we were doing while we were prepping off air. So I'm hoping that Roman just kind of cuts it and either puts it at the beginning or puts it at the end. But yeah, well, a couple of notes. So we're continuing with the viewing parties, and
Yes.
so since next week will be again us dirty filthy Americans are having our election, in case you guys didn't know. And
Right.
although we do our best to not go balls deep into politics like that, I was talking to Roman that we should do a end of the world post apocalypse November view party. And so I said that for this one, we should do a kind of collage of shows that, it's the end of the world or the apocalypse happens. And I was thinking like Fist of the North Star. And I didn't want to do Attack on Titan, because that's just too on the nose. It's too obvious. So this will be next Thursday. I don't know the exact date. So,
I think it's the 5th.
the 5th?
I think so.
Okay, then. So literally 2 days after.
Yeah, 2 days after.
We might not even have an election called by the 5th, but whatever. Anyways, doesn't mean that it's not the end of the world. So to celebrate the end of the world, we have a lineup that Roman suggested Mad Bull 34, and then I said we got to do Kashern, the 90s Kashern, because I think the 70s might be too old, and I never finished Kashern's Sins. Although what I saw, I remember like the first 7 episodes or whatnot, but it was also, that show was also super depressing. So but yeah, so we're gonna do Kashern the 90s one. And then finally OG Bubblegum Crisis, so the 80s version, not 2040, but the one from the 80s. And so
So it's a throwback episode as well.
Yes,
Everything here is like from 90s, 80s.
correct, because like I said, I think most of the like even like Gurren Lagann, is kind of also like end of the world stuff, but that's too on the nose. Or in the case of Gurren Lagann, I mean, the planet's destroyed, so they go into like the galaxy. So anyways, that's just a little too much there. We're not going to Space Force anytime soon. But anyways,
No.
And then jumping ahead after that, just to tell everyone a heads up, and we'll definitely remind everyone on the next podcast. Um, we also, here in America, we have Thanksgiving, which is usually the fourth Thursday of the month of November. So to celebrate Thanksgiving and to kickstart the holidays, we're going to be watching Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And so Thanksgiving is available on Amazon. So there'll be two options for that. You can either join the Amazon Prime watch party if you have Prime, or I will be streaming it onto Discord. So the viewing party that you can join through Amazon will also be on the Discord. So you have two options. When we were watching The Boys, it seemed that people were having much better connection with going on the Amazon watch party, because I guess you were connecting to Amazon servers and not my laptop. So that seemed to be doing better results. But people that joined the Discord stream still, were able to make it work, and it was still pretty fun. So
yeah.
For Thanksgiving, and provided that Amazon doesn't pull a plug on it.
Hopefully they don't.
Yeah, because it's available on Prime right now. So yeah, so we'll be doing that. So look for that for those two updates to come to the Facebook page.
If you want to see a so bad it's good Thanksgiving horror movie, then come and join us.
And the main theme is pretty good too. So it's it almost reminded me. I mean, I haven't seen Thanksgiving, so this will be my first time. But
Really?
it reminded me of Your Friend the Director, and how independent films sometimes are better than most of the Hollywood stuff. So
Yeah,
so
I've seen Thanksgiving a few times.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
so
You'll get a good laugh out of it.
yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think that these both should be good. Um, so yeah, and especially.
As far as my suggestion for the Apocalypse one,
Mhm.
I still suggest you watch a review on it and see if maybe it even matches. If not, I could find something else.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So the lineup is subject to change,
Yeah.
but yeah, okay. I like the concept of it, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely see. So stay tuned to the channel for that.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, that's it for the channel updates. Um, so yeah. Well then, I did have a rant and a rave, but at this point, I almost feel like we should just tack it on to the end of the video. So, let's just jump right into the anime breakdown. So we got Jujutsu Kaisen coming up.
Yep. Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me hit the start button on this.
Yeah, keep me on track, man.
Oh, wait a second. Cancel. I got that at 25 hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, I can talk about some things for 25 hours, sure.
I'm sure you could, but we don't have the time for that. Okay, there we go. That's better. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen.
So we got introduced to the main girl, to
Yeah.
heroine.
What was her name again?
I don't know, Hammer Girl. I
Yeah.
literally don't remember. They said her name like twice, and yeah. We know
Well,
she's from the Boondocks though, from the
yeah.
Sticks.
My viewers will know that I'm bad with names anyway,
Yeah.
so this is not new that I don't know who she is.
So while Roman's looking her up, so personally, I felt that the series just started picking up. Maybe I don't know if it's necessarily because she has arrived or she added in a bit of character to the roster,
Yeah.
but it was the third episode was pretty interesting. It definitely showed the different fighting styles because she started using the tool belt, and the other ones were just kind of like doing melee, hand to hand combat. So it was like that was okay, definitely a change of pace. And the tools that can be used for the I guess what exorcisms, for
Yeah.
lack of a better term, uh, they show that they can different weapons have different effects. So that was good world building for me.
Okay, so it's Nobara Kugisaki.
Kugisaki, thank you.
Kugisaki.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kugisaki. I can't. Yeah, there you go.
No wonder I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Well, she said it herself. You know, she's from the what is it from the Sticks, so all the country bumpkins. And apparently the main dude too. He called himself a country bumpkin. Don't
Yeah.
make fun of us country folk. I was like, okay.
I mean, he was just as excited to go to Tokyo as she was.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And then what's his name, Sensei or Senpai, taking advantage of that.
Goro?
Yeah.
I think his name's Goro.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I still got the page up.
Yeah. And he's just like, yeah, we're gonna go get some ginza sushi. He's like, yeah, sushi. He's like, oh, by the way, we're gonna go fight some demons.
Yeah, I was close as Gojo.
Gojo Senpai.
Yeah, Gojo
Yeah,
Senpai. Or Sensei.
yeah, yeah. Apparently, he's strong enough to take on Sukuna all by himself, huh?
So he says. We'll have to see. I mean, I'm sure he believes he can.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news and all that, but apparently they keep telling me that Naruto's on the verge of dying. So
Again?
yeah, yeah. So this might not be the time for people to test out their power levels.
What was I remember hearing about Naruto almost dying right when Boruto started.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's new. That's news to me.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Not like I don't know. I thought there was like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna kill off Naruto, work Boruto into it as the big, hero. He's gonna avenge his father or whatever. And then I'm like, I thought Naruto was supposed to be dead because I kept seeing him everywhere, and I'm like, I guess that was a lie.
Yeah.
Boruto's dad is still alive.
They should make a series about that
They should.
guy. But yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully that both of them don't pass because Gojo Sensei, he's pretty interesting too. With those, there's always something about those casual like people. Usually they're the ones that hide the most OP abilities. So
Yep.
we'll see how this one plays out. But
Yeah, what? I think it was a preview
mhm,
that I almost watched, where they kind of showed him like lifting up his little eye patch thingy.
right,
And I was like, "Has he got a Sharingan under there? Like, is he like Kakashi?
yeah,
Going to use his eye techniques and copy the curses of moves?" And
yeah. But the Chidori everybody. That was the second unintentional Naruto reference.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but but yeah, no, it was the third episode put some life into the show. I did like the beginning too when Kugisaki first showed up, and she was distracting that manager dude from picking up models, quote unquote. And she's like, "What? Ain't I hot?" And I was just laughing. I was like, "All right, I like this one. I like this one." But it wasn't necessarily because it's like instant waifu status and all that. I just like that confidence. Really, that really stood out to me.
like in your face
Yeah,
confidence she
yeah,
has.
yeah. And she throughout the whole show, she just stood her ground against everybody. So
Yeah,
and then they even said it too that there was like, oh well, it's not really the test to find out main dude. It's the test to find out how Kugisaki does against this level of demons or curses. I keep calling them demons. Not demons. They're curses.
right.
Much different.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a pretty good take on it. Um, and then in the fourth episode, they just went into a juvenile detention center.
Yeah, to track down what a special case,
Mm-hmm.
special something, special grade
Yep.
curse.
Yep. Where they were like, you might need the carpet bomb. So,
Yeah, just like at least we got a good reference on what you would need. So like
right.
this one's good with a bat, this one's good with a gun. You might have trouble with a shotgun for this one.
So that brought up 2 points for me that I acknowledged or noticed. First off, so clearly they're playing by Doom rules
hmm
because if you're I think I've said this like weeks on a way older podcast about how if you're a supernatural being, why would earth-based materials affect you at all? Maybe if they're enchanted, sure,
Right.
but if you're like from the pits of hell, why would a metal bullet phase you or affect you? But then Doom's just like, yeah, a shotgun will kill a demon. Okay.
Well, it's not just the shotgun. It's also he smashes their face into the ground and
Yeah.
bursts their brains out and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
rips
Well,
their arms off
I
and
was,
shoves it through their chest and.
well, this is more like the old, like 95 Doom,
Oh,
93
okay.
Doom. Yeah.
You're not talking new Doom.
No, I'm not talking Doom Eternal or Doom 2018. No, I'm talking like Doom on DOS.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Those
gonna
those ones.
run and gun and kill all
Exactly.
these demons.
Exactly. And so when that happened, and I was all like, "Oh, okay, we're playing by Doom rules. Okay, that makes sense then."
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But then what was also funny to me was that they said you might do it with a gun, and I was like, "Okay, Doom rules." And then they're all like, "A shotgun might not even put him down." And then I'm all like, "Okay, clearly whoever this mangaka was loves American culture." Because where in Japan are you gonna get a shotgun from? Like, even if you wanted like a gun, like what can you get? Like a revolver at best?
Probably.
I mean, I'm sure you can get an automatic somewhere, but I can't even imagine all the hoops you'd have to go through to get an automatic.
Deep in the black market.
Exactly. They'd have to, you have to go through the Triad Yakuza consortium. But, unless I missed something, unless I was completely wrong, and there is like shotguns ready available. Because I remember I went to the Big Five Sporting Goods out here around where we live, and they just have the shotguns right there at the gun section.
Yeah, they're all out on display.
Yeah,
You'd be like, "Can I look at that one?"
yeah. They just check it out. Like, here you go, check it out.
Well, I mean, what do they got to worry about? It's not loaded.
Right, exactly.
But I mean, you could just hit somebody with it,
Yeah,
run out of the store.
but yeah, yeah. that was just really weird. Like when you were in the military in Japan, did you notice any shotguns or anywhere?
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Not even like the airsofts, right?
No. Then again, I was in more of like a country town.
Mm.
It was like a bunch of rice fields and stuff, so I don't think they had a lot of weapons lying around. Maybe in the rice paddies, I don't know.
Yeah, that's where they keep the stash. Yeah, no, and one of the so man, this was like one of the first or earlier times that I went. I think this was 2001 when I was in there, and we found a airsoft shop that made replicas of famous guns, of movie-based guns. So they had like RoboCop's automatic Beretta, and
That's
then
cool.
they what's up?
That's cool.
Yeah, right. And then they had the sawed off from Terminator 2,
Okay.
but it was an airsoft.
Did it spread?
That's what I don't know. I was like, how does an airsoft sawed off work? You just put a bunch of like BBs in there and just
Gonna hope I hit something.
right. So, and I know that the airsoft culture obviously is huge over there, but obviously the gun culture too. So that's why I'm just like, I was caught off guard when they were talking about shotguns, and I was like, would the average Japanese person know what a shotgun is?
Oh, I'm sure. They just gotta watch an American movie.
Right.
Any American movie.
Well, when they actually get a shotgun, they're going to be majorly disappointed to see that it doesn't send the guy flying 20 feet because of the shot, the blasting purpose.
Right.
So that was one of my favorite things from CinemaSins. They did a review on The Punisher, and they were when he shoots him with the shotgun at point blank, and he flies him through over the patio, and CinemaSins is just like, yeah, that's not what happens with a shotgun. It wouldn't send the guy flying 15 feet backwards. It would just put a bunch of pellets in his chest. And I was like, yeah.
Was this Warzone?
No, this was the Thomas Jane, the 2004 one,
Oh, okay.
or 2005. Yeah, but this is the Thomas Jane one.
That sounded like a Warzone one.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
mean, even in that one, he punched his fist through some dude's face.
correct,
Like that's yeah.
correct. To be fair, so did that's how Dante's shotgun works. Dante uses a sawed off in all the Devil May Cry's. It's basically like the second gun you get, unlike every game, is the sawed off.
Yeah.
And that's what it does. It just like pops people back. It basically clears out the room. So that's why it's like that seems like a lot of power for the average Japanese gun per person to wield. But hey, man, if I'm wrong, I would love to know
Yeah.
specifically what's the Japanese views on shotguns out there. So
Just for hunting.
just for personal protection, and then yeah, and then there was the new guy. Like, what is he like, the coordinator or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's like a coordinator. They just find where everything is, give them the details, and tell them, all right, good luck.
Did you see the after credits scene too, where they were talking about how do you hold the cell phone?
Yeah. Can you hold it on your shoulder without and keep talking? And she drops it.
That sucks. Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
Broke her iPhone.
Sigh. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I'm always paranoid about my phone. I always get that mini heart attack when you pat your pockets and it's not in there, and it's like so because that's like the FGO machine and the meme machine and all of that, and so if I don't know where it is, man, that's all bad.
Right. Yeah, I've always got it with me.
But the demon, he had another finger on him.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess he didn't think anybody would be strong enough to take it because it's just in a hole in his chest,
Right.
just out in the open. I mean, I guess that makes sense on why he would be so powerful.
Right. Because he looked kind of like a jabroni.
Yeah. Until what is the dude's name? Kusuna?
Sakuna.
Sakuna.
Yeah.
Till he came out.
Yeah.
Mopped the floor with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he just refused to call him out.
He could have. He should have just listened to him. He's like, "You want to go out and go kill some people?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get out of here."
I thought that was pretty funny. He was just super casual about it. He's all like, "I'm a curse, you're a curse. Let's just go kill some people."
But no, the dude starts attacking him. He's like, "Fine, okay, guess we'll do this."
It's he tried to be rational about it. It wasn't even on Sakuna or
No,
Sukuna.
no, he was trying to be nice and have him join him on a killing, but
No, it's too good for him, man.
yeah.
Yeah. I when Kugisaki was in the frog, I got Konosuba vibes.
Oh, I called her Aqua in the review. She was like, I hate frogs. I was like, I'm sure you do, Aqua.
Konosuba's just changed the name of the game, man. Oh man.
Yeah, we had the same thought on that then.
Yeah. Yeah. It was that was so deliberate.
Poor Aqua is always, even when it's not her show, she gets brought up when something happens.
It's an iconic character now.
Oh, there was another show I was watching where somebody puked up rainbows, and I said, "Was she related to Aqua?" I forget what show it was, but yeah,
I want to say you're right. I think there was something recently in the last 2 seasons where they were puking rainbows. Oh, Uzaki-chan.
yeah, they did rainbows. No, they did bubbles.
They did bubbles. They did bubbles.
They did bubbles. I think the one I'm thinking of was like last year or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was last year. But yeah, Aqua just can't get away from it.
Whenever you see the heroine getting eaten or messed with frogs, it's Aqua now.
Aqua.
But hey, man, I mean that's pretty convenient technique though for transportation.
Just a travel frog.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Her face.
Yeah. But it worked. So
All he said was, "Well, I'm sorry."
yeah,
She's like, "I
yeah.
hate frogs."
Oh yeah. All right, Jujutsu Kaisen Sasuke over here. All right.
What is? What's the name of the main dude? The dude that has Sukuna?
Oh, I don't even know. That guy, main character guy.
Main character dude.
Says you.
Itadori.
Okay.
Yuji. I thought it was funny that she said he looked like a potato.
I didn't even catch that. Really?
Yeah, when they went to her view when she was introduced,
Oh yeah.
and he introduced himself, and she's like, and they went to her view, and he's like, he looks like a potato.
Amazing. Yeah, this series actually was getting because I wasn't sure honestly because I was like kind of like just going through the motions with the first 2 episodes. I'm like, what are we doing? Where are we getting to? And then with 3 and 4, and I think it was really like the like Kugisaki's debut and then Sukuna's attitude,
Yeah.
just kind of like okay, it was like growing on me. Um, and I do want to know what happened, why he didn't take back over the body, because even Sukuna was like, okay, this punk's gonna take over now. All right, where
Well,
you at?
why aren't you doing it?
All right, let's go. He just was like, let's go. So, and it was also hella funny too when he was just like, okay, first off, if you call me, I'm gonna tell you what's up. First, I'm gonna kill him. Then I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna go find wherever she at. I'm gonna kill her too. And it's like, okay.
Well, he said he was gonna have some fun with her first.
Yeah, yeah. And he
That means
just,
they're gonna play some board games.
yeah, of course. I mean, Smash Brothers, obviously.
Yeah. Maybe maybe a little Mario Party.
Oh man, that'll make a fight right there. That'll get the Sukuna just destroyed right there.
Better hope she doesn't steal a star.
Oh,
Uh,
the worst.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
Mario Kart. Do curses play Mario Kart?
maybe
Yeah.
it causes a lot of anger. They feed off of that, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if they're around like a Mario Kart tournament.
What do they call it in Kaguya? I forgot. Super Star Brothers or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah.
Which, by the way, got announced for a third season. For those who haven't heard,
Yeah.
we'll get into that.
We'll
After.
talk. We'll do that in the wrap up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. So it was uh, yeah. So I guess like I said, my two takeaways or my other among other takeaways was that physical objects, material objects in the mortal realm, if you want to call it that, do have an effect. Which also, I guess, it also explained why Kugisaki was able to use hammers and nails and voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
So, but that was but definitely world building that just kind of made me like, okay, all right. So, I'm getting there. I'm getting into it. So I don't know how you feel about it though.
I've
Like,
been enjoying it.
yeah,
I like it. The art style is really good. Fights have
yeah,
been pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, I knew that the visuals and the animation was gonna be cool when they said it was the same guys that just got done doing God of High School. So I was like, all right, well, we're gonna have these big giant panning fight scenes and panning camera fight scenes, and sure enough, there we go.
And
So
I like the characters too.
yeah,
I don't know too much about
Itachi there, Sasuke there.
yeah, Fushiguro
Yeah.
or Megumi, whichever you want to call him.
Hmm.
Megumi. Maybe that's why he's all emo.
Yeah. Clearly, he's not a Jennifer Lawrence fan though.
Yeah.
I do like the ending sequence too.
Oh,
The,
the
the,
dancing like model.
the walkway, yeah.
Yeah, like ending theme. That caught me by surprise. I was like,
Yeah.
usually a series like this will have like a depressing kind of ending, and this is like they're all peppy and getting ready to go out and
Catwalk.
dancing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was just Studio Mappa just showing off that they can. And you know, like I said, they've earned it. They've definitely put in the work. So, these were the same guys that did Zombieland Saga. So it's kind of like, are they going to ever do season 2 of Zombieland Saga? And Zombieland Saga wasn't really this detailed either when I saw it, because when they actually did the concerts, when they actually were on the stage performing, they used CG.
Oh, did they?
So now, hopefully, when they come back to season 2 of Zombieland Saga, because it did get announced,
Yeah.
but whenever that happens, hopefully they use all these techniques that they learned by their partnership with Crunchyroll and Crunchyroll's computers, and they implement that into Zombieland Saga 2. So
Right.
that'll be something to look forward to. I did say that I am understanding why this series has potential, but I am still curious to see why the show was like number one or why the show was highly demanded. But yeah, we'll see. We'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and it was number one on the trending charts. I don't know about the most recent ones, but I
It
think
was still number one.
still number one.
Yeah,
There you go. So we'll see.
with Tanikaku Kawhi as number two.
I can buy into Tony Kaku Kawhi. I can. I was impressed. I was having fun with it. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we'll talk about that one in a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so wrapping up, we ended on a cliffhanger, and so we'll see. We'll see if Sukuna gets to go and kill some teenagers.
Well, it said in the thing that one of them dies. Remember?
No.
Was it episode 3 when they were talking about the incident? They said that there was like some demon womb thing, and they sent 3 first years in there, and one of them dies.
Mm.
So we'll see.
My money's on Sasuke.
Probably, but I'm sure they'll bring him back.
Dragon Balls. All right. So next up, we got. Oh, this poor guy. We got Sleepy Hime.
Sleepy Hime.
Maojo Oyasumi. Maojo Oyasumi. I just call it Sleepy Hime.
Sleepy Princess.
Sleepy Princess. She's a
Sleepy.
dick.
I was gonna say, I kind of feel like she's a sociopath.
Yeah, she's a little punk ass. Like, holy crap, dude. Okay, so I remember we were watching Bang Dream, and I kept saying, like, dude, did they just die? Did they just get killed? Did they just get murdered? And here, was it Princess Aurora? Aurora Hime?
Is that her name?
I think so. You know what Mina saying? Princess Rem? Is just straight committing murder, dude. Like, oh my, just, she blew up the turtle, just casually blew up the turtle, and then just murdered the ice golem. The ice golem he was like the general. He just casually killed him.
Yeah.
That's a crime. That's a war crime.
And yeah, her name's Aurora.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Dude.
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Isn't Aurora the name of Sleeping Beauty?
Yes. And also one of the maids in Tonikaku Kawaii. Keep coming back to Tonikaku Kawaii. We'll get there. But yes, Princess Aurora was actually, and that was actually my favorite Disney princess too. That was probably Disney princess wife who was Aurora.
Is that because she didn't talk a lot?
And well,
She was
yeah,
asleep the whole time.
she had her moments. Um, and then I also think too because Maleficent, the way the Maleficent looked as a dragon, and all that, it was a badass villain and all that. So that's
Right.
why I was like, oh yeah. Um, but yeah, this one though, it is actually you just made the connection there. All the princesses named Aurora all want to sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the inside joke. Maybe that's why they called it that.
Maybe.
But the other thing too that I think really helps is that Rem over here just is just so deadpan as she commits crimes. She commits felonies. Like not misdemeanors, dude. She's murdering people. It's a felony charge.
Did you see how many of the Ghost Shroud skins she had?
No.
They were those little like half barrels she had on her wall. All of them were full
Oh my.
of Ghost Shrouds, and the one she used for her mosquito net was the Monster Shroud, the leader.
Oh my.
When that what werewolf wolf dude
Yeah.
was like, these are Ghost Shroud skins.
Yeah.
She's like, they're probably revived at the church.
I
Probably.
don't need the heads and I don't need the arms.
Right, yeah, I don't need the head or arms. So just mercilessly killing these creatures, wasting the priest's magic so he can revive everything. I'm trying
Oh.
to look up the name of the kingdom because I think it was a. It's also like a.
Sleeping Beauty reference?
No, but it's like a sleep reference.
Okay. Probably is. In a comedy like this, it's usually. I shouldn't even say comedy. This is a dark comedy. Like you generally like if you this was an like Dragon Quest, which we're not talking about this episode, but when you look at all the Dragon Quest guys, you're like, oh, okay, it's a monster. They need to get beat because that's just what happens. But
Yeah.
when these guys get beat up or straight murdered, I actually feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like when she was ripping off the porcupine guy, she's just ripping his quills off. It's like, come on, jeez, Rem, calm down, Hestia. Jeez. Murder
Uh,
Hestia, that's what we're calling her now.
Murder Hestia.
Yes. So
Oh god.
she hasn't had enough tormenting Belcoon yet. So that which a friend of mine actually messages me that he's just like, oh dude, did you know that that's Belcoon and Hestia? And I was like, yeah, I do. Oh my goodness. And then after what's going on in Danmachi season 3 right now, where Hestia actually did give Belle a mission to go do some infiltration with the monsters, it's kind of funny. But yeah, did I ever tell you that was it Yoshitsugu Matsuoka actually got into Guinness World Record?
The voice actor for Belle?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So funny enough, it actually was for Danmachi Frisia, Memoria Frisia.
Yeah.
He got into the Guinness World Book of Records for the most spoken lines of dialogue in a game. Now, I don't know if that was for a game, like any game, including like Grand Theft Auto or something,
Right.
or if it was for a mobile game. I'm pretty sure that was for just for a game. I think he said like 10,000 recorded lines or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
10,000.
So 10,000 voice recorded lines. Just for Danmachi. And obviously, I mean, if you look at his resume, he was it Sora in No Game No Life. He was Beetlejuice in ReZero, your favorite. Inosuke, obviously Kirito. So yeah,
Oh
Inosuke
yeah,
from
he is Kirito, isn't he?
yeah, his grand debut with Haruka Tomatsu. But then he did No Game No Life with Kayano Ai, and then that became his actual waifu. So there you go. But yeah, And now he's the poor innocent demon lord. Demon King did nothing wrong. Demon King is just all like, he can't even be evil. He's trying to, do his daily evil business, and this murder Hestia comes by and is just killing his troops. Like, come on.
Left and right.
Yeah,
Stealing his treasures.
it's
The last one, she stole his special sword. Just so she could have something that was like a sun to help, reset her internal clock.
right.
Like, I don't know whether it's night or day out, because it's always dark here. Only it was as bright as it was in the forest.
And then she goes, first off, she infiltrates the bath, the monster's bath. That in itself is creepy. But then she murders the turtle. She straight murders the turtle and is all like, it's gonna be my sauna. Oh my god. Oh
Oh god.
my god.
It's just
This series, this oh man.
also apparently she's dumb.
Right.
Like, she will sleep on anything.
Correct.
She slept on poisonous mushrooms
Correct.
because she thought they were a comfy mattress.
Correct.
And then died. Apparently she's died a lot. Once a week, according to the priest. She dies. What was it? It was like last time it was the Thunder Dragon.
Right.
She's like, I want to use it to get the kinks out of my shoulders. What? He's a dragon.
Murder Hestia. Oh man. This is Hestia the Butcher. This is yeah.
And I was saying in one of my last reaction, I was like, you think these monsters would learn that she's not trying to escape? She just wants something to help her sleep.
Right. Oh, it sounds like the wolf guy's caught on, the wolf commander or whatever.
He has, but nobody else seems to.
Yeah.
They see her walking around the castle all the time, and they're like, "What are you doing out again?" I was like, "What do you think she's doing out again?" She wants to find something to help her sleep. Oh, and that poor Grimoire.
Oh, he's all like, yeah, you help me, you help release me, so I can teach you all the forbidden knowledge. I can give you this magic, and she's all like, cast sleep. Well, at least what?
Taught her sleep.
Yeah.
And then it didn't even put her to sleep.
No.
So she was like, "Well, what's the point?" Then she used the rest of the grimoires as a pillow.
Yeah.
He's all like, you can get out of the castle, I can get you out, you can kill all the demons. Like, not interested.
And they changed seasons too. Like, it became summertime. And where's the hero at? They showed the hero, he was in like the desert, and now he's still in the desert. And now we've fast forwarded to a change of the seasons now.
Wow. Yeah, he's not much of a hero.
No.
No wonder she doesn't remember him. Or vaguely remembers him.
We can speed run Dragon Quest games in like 2.5 hours now. Come on, where you at, hero? Come on.
Get it together. You and your party.
Oh man.
You're having difficulty with a dragon for a little bit. What makes you think you can defeat the demon lord?
Yeah. Which is funny, in Dragon Quest we have the Demon King.
Yeah.
Ooh. But yeah. That's why it's so funny. We're watching two basically Dragon Quest shows this season. That's okay.
I would not be surprised if by the time the hero got there, she had taken over the castle.
Murder Hestia enslaves Belkun.
Yeah.
Legit. My goodness. Oh man. Yeah. And then there I mean, you're not wrong because she did basically take over the ice monsters. So she just became the unofficial new commander of them. So that series is insane. And I'm on a personal mission right now to get a friend of mine who doesn't really do anime. He does American comics, but because American comics are in the gutter right now, that's why I'm telling him, dude, check out Sleepy Hime. Trust me, bruh. And so that's why I said if I can turn him over to anime through Sleepy Hime, everything will be worth it.
Everything.
Everything. This will be my moment.
All the murder, unnecessary murder.
Which is why it's like when you take a look at like the design for the princess, and you're just like, oh, this is gonna be Moe Blob stupid, and then she starts committing genocide on these poor demons. You know, like Roman said, she should be getting experience for all these kills, right? So her level should be increasing.
You would think so.
But no, it's just cold-blooded murder, Hestia. Oh, I'm sorry, she just wants to sleep.
Yeah, she just wants to sleep.
God.
She needs the monster shroud skin to help with the mosquitoes. She needs the little cat's paws to help her tie it up near the phoenix eggs, which they thought she was going to steal and help the hero. It's like she doesn't care about that dude.
And then when Demon Lord tried to go and scold her, he's just all like, nah.
You know what I would find funny?
Hmm.
If the hero got there and was like, "We're here to get you out," and she's like, "I'm not interested."
She finally makes the bed of her dreams.
Yeah. Like it's just like my bed at home, or better.
It's oh man, it's really good. I think that I was completely caught off guard by this, and quite honestly, its influence of Sleepy Hime actually was what I thought Kuma Bear was gonna be like. I thought they were both gonna be like dumb, like cutesy shows. And I was like, all right, that's why it took me so long to watch Kuma Bear, because I was all like, I was probably gonna do the same thing as Sleepy Hime, just stupid, dumb, random stuff. But I was wrong on both counts. Turns out Sleepy Hime is how can we torture demons and get away with it, and Kuma Bear is more traditional like isekai.
Yeah.
So I was wrong. It's and as a result, I am traumatized now by Sleepy Hime.
Traumatized.
I can never play a Dragon Quest game the same again. Now I sympathize with the monsters now. Maybe the Demon Lord does deserve to take over. We owe it to him after all the trauma he's been through.
Yeah. Thinking he
Just,
was. He
just,
actually thought he was going to sleep with her
yeah,
when she was like, "I need you to touch my back
yeah.
in these spots."
And actually, that was you brought it up too when you said that none of the demons caught on to her always just trying to fall asleep, but she realized it that some of them are figuring out that all she's in it for is to fall asleep or build a bed or whatever, and that's why she's all like, well, if I tell them to put me to sleep, then they're not going to do it. So how would I just reword it? Okay, yeah, I need you guys to touch my body.
The only one who was willing to do it was Frankenstein.
Frickin'
I'll do
bro,
it.
bro. Oh man.
And then she sees the Demon King. Come with me to my room. He's like, "What? What's going on?"
Which is funny because in Danmachi, Belkun and Hestia do share a bed, so.
Yes, they do. Lucky.
So yeah. So, oh man. Um, yeah.
Yeah, this is a good show. I like it.
This is a shockingly good show. I was caught off guard on it. And I think that's the general theme of this whole this current season is it's just a bunch of disconnected shows that are just pretty good premises. You look at what we've talked about and what we are talking about, it's like there's no common theme. Like usually when you're like watching like the summer shows, it's all like beaches and outdoors and explorations and all that. But now you're looking at this one, it's all like, well, we've got Jujutsu Kaisen, which is fits with the fall spooky horror theme, but
Yeah.
then you've got Sleepy Hime, which is more like a slasher film.
Mm-hmm.
And then next up, we're doing Golden Kamui, Kuma Bear, and Tonikaku Kawaii. So they're not really connected with each other. They're not really like same genres or anything.
Right. And like you were saying, when you said that you first saw it and you were like, I thought it was just going to be some moe cutesy thing. That was the whole reason I was going to pick it up because I figured with all the other stuff, I need something to kind of unwind. And it turned out to not be that at all. And I was like, oh, we're watching a murder
Yeah.
in action here.
Hestia goes on a murder spree on genocide.
These guys are just lucky they have that priest to bring them back. And she totally, when she did the same thing to the priest when she was like, I need you to touch my body.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, he played it off. I just when she was like when they thought she was the ice golem general, and then the ice golem general was over there, and she's like, just a minute, and then she goes over there and starts just chopping them down, and I'm like, what the hell? Oh my god, what is this? What is this? And then the wolf guy was just like, yeah, you better put the ice golem general back together. I'm all like, he's dead. Take him to the priest.
You're gonna have to melt him and refreeze him.
Oh my god.
That's how you resurrect an ice golem. Put him
Oh.
in a oh god, like a mold.
No, the ice cube tray.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a murder Hestia.
She's great though. Like her.
Yeah.
Even if she is kind of a sociopath murderer.
I mean, at least she's honest. She's clear about her goals.
Yeah.
Also, it is looking at it on a more broader sense too. It is a interesting take on how you can do all of these random things with existing, at least Japanese fantasy RPG tropes. Like, who would ever have thought that you can, kill a ghost and make bedsheets out of it?
Right?
Or the super demon secret power sword can actually be a nightlight.
Right?
Or a daylight, I guess.
Yeah, daylight. Act as your sun when you wake up.
That's pretty creative. I'll give it to them.
Even the Demon King was like, I never thought it could be used like this. She wakes up, good morning.
And then the Grimoire just trying to do his job, and she's just like, nah.
I don't care. Just can you teach me a sleep spell?
Oh my goodness.
And everybody in the cat, they said everybody slept for 3 days.
Yeah. And then we're all like, oh, this is the best sleep I've had. Oh man.
And she's like, it's not fair. I want to sleep. She was like, why am I not asleep? He's like, it doesn't make sense for the caster to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Got all pouty.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so where did this one? Was this one on the charts? Was this one on the top 10?
Let me see.
Wrapping up.
Which one do we watch? Anime Trending? Or look at? Is Anime Trending?
Yeah, Anime Trending. So Roman's pulling that up because now I think that all the shows that we were talking about were on there. At least for the first week, I think they were all on there.
But I don't think I saw it on there, or it was lower.
It was not on top 10.
No, I think it was, but I think it was like, here we go. No, it's not on this time.
Oh, they got too scared.
There's they're starting from number 10. There's Irregular Magic High School, Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World, which dropped a place. Talentless Nana.
Oh yeah, that's another Crunchyroll show. I was thinking about checking that one out.
Adachi and Shimamura, which I'm watching. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, Season 3,
Wow,
Wandering...
that's not on top 10, huh?
No, it is. That's number 6.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena. The Day I Became a God. Haikyuu, to the top second season. Okay. Tonikaku Kawaii at number 2 and Jujutsu Kaisen at number 1. So the top 3 haven't changed at all.
Interesting. Oh, Golden Kamui's not on there, huh?
Oh, hey. The Way of the House Husband anime adaptation announced for 2021.
I don't know what that one is.
You do, because I posted an image to it on the Discord where you were like, "Isn't it that Yakuza turned?"
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what it's called.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the Yakuza dude that became a house husband. That's that one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of pages from the manga for that, and because a lot of my friends too, they love the Yakuza series,
Hmm.
so it just sounded like it was capitalizing on that popularity, which is fine because the Yakuza series is pretty solid, even though I've never really played them. But I respect them. They would probably be the only open world GTA style games I'd play.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, all right, wrapping this up.
yeah. Uh, Obviously, I'm going to continue watching this because it's really good. I want to see what else she'll kill.
Oh my
Um, See if they'll add any more characters later on. Who knows?
God. Is the hero ever gonna show up and do his job or what?
Yeah, is he going to attempt to save the princess at least, or
Save the Demon King at this time. At this point,
like, thank God you're here,
yeah, please
save me?
take her, get rid of just murdering my troops. Oh man,
Uh, yeah, sleepy Hime, just murder machine,
genocide Rem,
genocide,
murder Hestia. All right.
and then REM sleep.
So let's talk Golden Kamui. I don't know how
Golden Kamui.
I don't know how far we're gonna get on this one because I don't think we've progressed all that far.
We haven't really.
So this will probably be a quick one. So I want to talk a little bit about what happened. So basically, they got to the Japanese underground UFC.
The
They
Kumite.
the Kumite. They showed off their manliness through fist fighting,
Hmm.
and that was it. It's literally what happened. They gave backstory to that one guy with no nose, but I mean
Yeah,
that was random.
and all that did was solidify my thought that the lieutenant is a manipulative person.
Yeah,
Because he made up that entire story about the girl.
right.
There's no. Did he make it up? No, he made it up.
Mhm.
When the guy that is telling your subordinate the story you want him to hear about how they dug up her bones under the house of his dad's house
Right.
is listening to you tell him the rest of the story outside, you made it up.
Mhm.
There's she yeah.
Which is good because I think we need finally an established quote unquote bad guy. So yeah,
Yeah.
people keep coming in and out. Their allegiances keep switching, and it's like this guy's the good guy. No, this guy's the good guy. No, this guy's the good. It's like what? Um, I still don't know if that was even a Sirpa's dad that's dead. Because remember they were like, oh yeah, it's like he got shot at the prison, and then they were like, oh yeah, that's her dad. I don't believe that.
No.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe her dad is dead. But we'll see. They also did say that too. I don't even remember any of their names. So yeah, because they were like, oh, that was her dad, and her dad's dead, and I'm like, I don't believe that. You know.
Yes, yeah, like I said, we'll see.
So, that's-
Maybe season 5.
season 5, we're back on the Japanese mainland. So, but yeah, it is. It's really interesting again to see how what's all the technology, at least for me, the level of technology and all of that at this current time period in Japanese history. Um, because I've made this when I went on my rant before we started recording about how the Japanese culture overall hasn't changed in about what 500 years. You can still find structures that are still standing that were built in like the 1500s, 1600s, still standing today.
Yep.
And so seeing that Hijikata is running around still trying to duel people with katanas, and he uses a rifle, and then they have light poles. That's pretty interesting to me. It's a really interesting time period.
Yeah.
Um, and then obviously like you said, the lieutenant guy, and he wants to rebuild the Japanese army. So I'm pretty sure that that's a reference to the imperialism that they developed during World War II and all of that. So he's one of those guys.
Yep.
So Because yeah, that's what they were. They were like, we're the descendants of the samurai. We're military and strategy heroes. We should be out there conquering the world. So there are some of those, and even today, they were like, give us a couple of tanks, we'll take out North Korea in a day. And what's scary is that I believe them too. So I believe they do have the capability and the know-how to do that. But yeah, that's why they had to make them all salarymen to kind of tame them. Look how well that worked with Tanya, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, um, yeah. So um, oh yeah. So it randomly hit me too because I just after I watched the episode of Golden Kamuy yesterday, I know the new episode went up today as the recording of this podcast on Monday. But I went and I just was like, dude, are the Ainu people still around? And then I just started looking at all of them, and then sure enough, I think BBC put out an article I think last year, and they were like, I think there's 20,000 or 25,000 recognized Ainu people still out in alive today. They are spread over the world, but I guess for everyone wants to trash us Americans for how we treated our Native Americans, but they actually, just in the last 5 years, I think 2016 or so, I don't know, 2018 maybe, finally recognized the Ainu as indigenous Japanese people. And, we've had our, recognition of Native Americans for a while. Now we can discuss how they've been treated. That's different, but
Yeah.
we still recognize that we may have came and taken over your lands. So for that though, we wouldn't be here without you and what you guys have done. But Japan never did that. Japan never did that until about within the last 5 years. And you can see the Ainu, or at least the way they're portrayed in Golden Kamui, as hunters, as farmers, as villages and communities, and they even said some of them did fight in the wars. So they're good marksmen and hunters and all of that. So it's interesting to me to see how skilled they are. And and they what's funny too is that they, even when I was looking at the pictures that the BBC put up in their article, it's actually pretty accurate to how they are dressed like that. And again, you have characters like Nakaruru and Rimururu in Samurai Showdown. They're also Ainu. You have the character Kamui in Kansai Collection, who's also just like that, very similar. And then in FGO, we just got Shitonai, and Roman made that joke. It's like, oh, the Kamui's gold.
Yeah.
So
Gonna turn into a dragon.
so yeah, it's really fascinating, and I regret now because was it Columbus Day became Indigenous Peoples Day. So from now on, when they're like Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, I'm gonna start sharing pictures of the Ainus, of the Ainu people, and I'm gonna agree. Yes, Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Is it Hinke? When a Serpa, instead of saying delicious, Hine, Hine. Remember what she
Thought it
eats?
was Hina.
Hina. Thank you,
Hina.
Hina, Hina. Yeah. Happy Indigenous People Day. So yeah, and again, so they won an award for the accuracy too of how they depicted the Ainu people. So
Golden
props to
Conway?
them. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because they actually, when they got an Ainu researcher and to help them with all of that. So I don't think they consulted with any military strategists though. So, but they
No.
definitely got one to help them portray the Ainu people as accurately as possible. So, much respect for that. Um, and then obviously I guess to bring it all back to the underground UFC Kumite when Sugimoto went all Fist of the North Star, JoJo, and he actually went ora 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 ora. I was like, are you serious? I thought we were supposed to be realistic here, but okay. All right. I thought we were supposed to be historically accurate. But yeah.
Wait, you saying people couldn't go ora 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 back then?
Yeah.
That that uh Kenshiro was the first to do it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Jotaro, but
Yeah, no. Yeah. Which is funny too because it was like Kenshiro, inspired Dragon Ball Z, inspired uh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, etc., etc. And now when you look at it, what's his face? The guy that made JoJo actually said that very first, was it Battle Tendency? No, that was part two. Um, Blood was it? Yeah. Um, the first one with Jonathan, Joestar, and Dio. The very first one was literally based off Fist of the North Star, and that's why when you look at Jonathan Joestar, he has like shoulder pads.
okay.
So, but yeah. And then even then, if you look at Kenshiro himself, he's just a rip off of Bruce Lee and Mad Max. So, even Kenshiro himself is not original. But
I can definitely see both references.
but it works. And that's why now in the 2020 we have Sugimoto as the new practitioner of Hokuto no Ken.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a good guy Sugimoto letting his friend die so the lieutenant can use his sled.
I don't think he even knows it was him.
No,
His face was down, so he couldn't see it.
good bro Sugimoto. But yeah. So that's how I pad the time as I start talking about the Ainu history because it's always fascinating to me, because again, everyone likes to dunk on us because they're we're irresponsible or we're cocky and all this and blah blah blah, and then I do my whataboutism and I'm like, well, what about the Japanese? Because we. Anime fans as weebs, we love the Japanese and the Japanese culture and all that. But when you break them down into their most human elements, we're really not all that different.
No.
So, how we treated our indigenous people is how a lot of other nations treated their indigenous people, and et cetera, et cetera. And, this is how we break the cycle. But, you know, Japan is stubborn and set in their ways, and, they're evolving, that's for sure. But, this was part of my rant that maybe I'll make at the end of this video, maybe not. We'll see how much energy I have. But um, I don't want them to lose their culture either because that is part of who they are. So, but I would also like to see them preserve the Ainu culture so that that what they did and their achievements and what they helped to make the Japanese nation what it is. I hope that doesn't get lost. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Hmm.
So,
Okay then.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I learned all about the Ainu through you, so.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is that Nakaruru, uses her hawk, Mama Haha, and then Rimururu uses like ice spirits, so that's pretty funny. And then uh, Nakaruru's altar, dark form or whatever, she uses Galford's dog, so which is basically a wolf. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's that whole connection to animals and spirits and all that. So
Nice.
yeah, but yeah, no, I want to learn more. So I think it's very fascinating and all that too. And I mean, not even to like, I guess it's not quite indigenous people too, but we here in America we have our Amish as well, so they also kind of reject modern culture and modern technology and all that. So
Savages.
yeah, we should go educate them, indoctrinate them, give them culture.
Look at this cell phone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man, no, don't give them, don't give the Amish YouTube. It'll be over for them.
yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Let them live the way they want to.
Agreed.
As far as I know, they're not hurting anybody.
Agreed.
Unless it's that Amish mafia guy.
What? Is that from Kingpin?
No, there was I think it was like A&E show. It was called Amish Mafia.
Oh wow, yeah, no, I did not know about that.
And it wasn't like a sitcom or anything like that. It was an actual like a
Documentary.
reality TV show thing.
Oh wow.
It was so fake.
No, that's what to
I
say.
don't know how. I remember the last episode I watched. They were going to do an exorcism on this one dude.
Oh my god. Is that like All right, Ishmael, you better give us 10% of your harvest, or else we're gonna break your carriage.
No, basically they were protecting like the people that were selling their fruits. Like if somebody outside of the Amish community went to an area where the Amish normally sell
Mm-hmm.
and tried selling their stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they would go over and talk to them about
Oh
it.
my god, yeah, that's mafia. Oh, see, because you just brought it up. Someone on it just messaged the group about the mafia coming.
Nice.
But okay, yeah, that's basically it. That's what I got for now for Golden Movie. So
I think that's about all we can talk about, really.
yeah, it's such a slow burn, but I mean it's fun though. But
Yeah, we'll see how it goes later on. Because this is only the first 3 episodes.
right, yeah, and it's what is it? What how many volumes? Like 18 volumes of the manga or something, or 20 volumes of the manga. It's almost like Shonen Jump over here.
That's out right now.
Yeah, or yeah, that's compiled, or I don't know how many chapters that would be. 200 chapters or something. Yeah, man, it's. I mean, it's great. I'm not complaining. I still want to keep watching it, but yeah, absolutely. It doesn't feel like it goes. And then quite the opposite now because we just got introduced to more characters like the girl and then the
Grandpa.
yeah.
It's
So
23 volumes.
23 volumes, man. So
And I think it's still going.
man, yeah, it's definitely still going. I'm gonna start calling the new little girl though a Serpa Junior.
A Serpa Junior. A
Yeah,
Serpa Light.
yes, Chibi as Serpa. But yeah, that's all I got. So
Alright.
I will say while we're wrapping this one up though that I did tell Roman that we should do Dragon Quest Die every month because that one's gonna be like about 100 episodes. So to be talking about like every 2 episodes about what's going on is just kind of like yeah, it's not gonna have a lot of material there. But I almost feel like we should do the same thing now for Golden Kamui.
Well, if it goes like this, is it still only going to be 12 episodes?
Which one? Golden Kamui? Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe not then. Maybe it'll start picking up.
yeah, maybe. I hope so because otherwise I'm gonna run out of stuff about the Ainu, or I'm gonna have to go look at Ainu stuff to talk about.
Or learn about the Russo-Japanese War.
Yeah, yeah, I'm down with that.
Like, this is your history section of the Anime Mystics podcast, where we talk a little bit about Golden Kamui and then go into what it is that happens in real life.
The Russo Japanese, the Russo Sino offensive.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, Tonikaku Kawaii.
Tonikaku Kawaii. This one I didn't know what to expect from this one.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those Crunchyroll original shows.
Right.
But I know it's got, from what I was reading through comments, it has a pretty big following.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, I just thought it was like some cutesy romance series. But it's pretty funny.
It is. It's shockingly funny.
I thought the dude was going to get isekai'd at first because he got hit by the truck. And it looked like the isekai truck, too.
Right.
Truckun. It
Yep.
looked like him.
Yep.
But no, he willed himself to live to go and confess his love to this girl that he just met that saved his life.
Two broken legs and hemorrhaging, and he's like
running in the snow to find her.
Man. And props to Tsubasa because she was able to diagnose him just like that.
Mm-hmm.
It would just by looks. So like, okay, that's cute that you want to confess to me, but wipe yourself off, man. You're bleeding all over the place.
Bleeding everywhere.
Oh man. Yeah.
Not the time you need to go to the hospital.
So this was popular. This had a following, which is probably why Crunchyroll invested in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. But yeah. So go on. What else? What else have you heard about this before I start going off?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
It's very popular. I guess they do consider what's her name? Tsubasa?
Yeah.
They do consider her best girl.
Okay.
So basically all I've got.
So I did from the aspect of best girl, I can see that. I did like the girl from the bath house, the one that was kind of lewd and crude. I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
I thought that brutal honesty was kind of because me with confidence
The one
and
who
honesty.
was hoping he'd reach 30 years old and be a wizard.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty funny. And yeah, I guess that, and then was the most recent episode where they met like the maids, and I guess that's her little sister or her adopted little sister.
I think she's the one who's adopted.
The little sister is adopted.
No, her.
Subasa is
Yeah,
adopted. Yeah, right,
she's the one who's adopted.
right. So we met her, and then it turns out she's like all money and all that. Because I'll tell you what, when I started watching this, I was all like, is she secretly Kaguya from the moon? Is she secretly?
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, and so then I was thinking in a more broad sense too. Is that what the gist is? Is this supposed to be like the modernized anime retelling of the Princess Kaguya story or myth, I should say?
And they talk about it enough.
Right. And so I don't know again because
And then she has a moon rock.
right. So that all of this is just kind of like, is this what we are? Is she's secretly the reincarnated goddess? But then we get little hints and drops that okay, maybe she is immortal after all. So like about all the products, the health products, and all of that she uses. It's all
Yeah.
like okay, maybe she isn't. Maybe she's mortal after all. She's just a normal girl and all that, but she's pretty hardcore,
Yeah. Smug.
super smug. But hey, tell you what though, she knows how to cook. And that's the other thing too is that when she's all like, oh, I'm gonna clean his house, but where can I go and clean? Oh, what if I find all his stash? And I was like, she talked herself out of like not opening his closet or looking under his bed.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty good. A couple of things to note though. A, I was surprised about the whole 24-hour wedding registration thing. That was like, what?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was in episode 1.
Yeah, that was really shocking. I was like, I've never heard of that.
Even he was surprised.
Yeah,
She was
and
like, "Are they even open?"
yeah, and but her logic made sense, which almost makes me believe that that's really a thing in Japan about people getting married on the down low and celebrities just getting married overnight. And I was like, I mean, that's like a basically a Vegas shotgun wedding.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just go to the Chapel of Love and Elvis, gets you married.
Yeah.
So he
Only
presides.
this time it's just an old man behind a desk.
He gives you a little potted plant.
Yeah. Here's your wedding gift.
So I thought, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I want to say that that's too accurate. That's too descriptive to not exist. So I think that might be a real thing. Going back to the first episode too about how indestructible um she is, Subasa is. Like you said, you thought he was getting isekai, but it's really not that far off because it was like Kazuma from Konosuba, where Tsukasa was actually the one who got hit by the truck. He was just the one who got fainted. Who fainted? Remember, she was in between him and the truck.
Yeah, she got
So
hit.
so yeah, he just kind of took the residual from it, and she just walks it off. So that's why I was thinking, I was like, okay, is she human? She might not even be human. They're really, and she's walking underneath the moonlight, and I'm all like, all right, I think I get what this is going. But then they start doing the other things too to make her just be more normal and human, and I'm like, okay, maybe they're playing me right now.
They're
So
trying to make a guess.
yeah,
Is it her? Is it not her?
yeah,
I think
and
it is.
yeah, it could be. It very well could be. I'm not ruling it out. And it was just like I said, hilarious when he catches up to her at the bus stop, and she's just all like, "Here, take my coat, wipe yourself off." And then she's all like, he's like, "Oh, I know, I'm not gonna know your name. What's your name?" And then she's all like, "Bruh, your legs are broken. The adrenaline's about to wear out,
You're gonna be in a lot of pain.
and yeah." So why would you worry about not dying? He's like, I'm not gonna. So I thought that was pretty funny. That was that's pretty endearing.
Well, he did ask her out.
Yeah, Yeah.
What do you say? Will you be my girlfriend or
Yeah.
something? And she
Will
goes,
you go out with me?
no, I'll do it only if you marry me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bet.
What was it, like that meme I posted on the Discord where he was like, will you be my girlfriend? She's like, sorry, I only see you as a husband.
Yeah. This is a reverse win.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't make the "Sorry, I love Amelia."
Sorry, I love Amelia. I'm gonna have to do that.
Uh,
Thanks for the idea.
jeez. I don't think Akarikita was in ReZero yet. Watch her be like the voice of what's her name, the other maid, the third maid,
Yeah.
the half beast. Whatever her name was,
Yeah, I
forgot her name
can't
already.
remember her name.
The one that's not Rem. Sorry, the one that's not Ram. But yeah,
Ram.
Ram, her rival. So, but yeah,
I mean, how can you have a Ram as your rival when she's such a horrible maid, apparently?
because she's so cute when she tries, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter about being good at your job; you just need to look good doing it. And Ram would even be a cute grandma. So,
Nah.
so, um, yeah. There, there's that. And then the third thing was when they're actually in Tony Kawaii very blatant about their name dropping and product placement.
Yeah.
When she was all like, "Yeah, let's go get me a memory foam mattress," and then they were like, "It's 3 in the morning. Let's go to Don Quixote," and then they were playing the theme song. So Don Quixote, I love Don Quixote. Don Quixote. If it wasn't for Don Quixote, I probably wouldn't survive my Japan trips. I first, even though for all the times I went to the Don Quixote, I didn't actually find one until 2017 when I was in Osaka. That was the very first time, and I was all like, and my mom was the one who's like, "Is that Don Quixote?" I was like, "Yeah, what is that?" She's like, "Dude, this like Japanese Walmart. It's got everything. There's one in Hawaii because she retired from Honolulu." And they had one over there, I guess. News to me, and I'm like, all right. And so then I go in there, I'm like, dude, this is great. They have weeb stuff for like $1. I'm like, are you serious? Most of this, so you can't see them from here, but I have these Gundam model kits. They were like 144s and 100s. They were like $6. The
Wow.
real ones, the official one, the Bandai ones. I got, and again, we were talking about Iron Blooded Orphans off air, but I got all my Iron Blooded Orphans were from them, and so it was like, yeah, they were like even the 100 was like $14, $15. I was like stunned. So my mom left Osaka before me, and so I sent them all. We bundled them all up in a bag, and I sent them all back with her. But Don Quixote, man, Don Quixote carried me, and Donkey that's the nickname for his donkey, which is probably why they like it so much. Um, Donkey is where I would go. I would just be like, okay, I'm not gonna go to any fancy restaurants. I'm not gonna go get real food. I'm just gonna go get $2 bento boxes from Don Quixote and 70-cent Coke. They had 78 cent like 78 like yen. 78 yen, so that's about I just say 78 cents. Mitsuwa cider. And bruh, go to Don Quixote. I didn't know the ones I've always interacted with though are not 24 hours, but they are usually open later than most other stores. Like the one in Akihabara is one of the last stores that closes because that one I think closes at like 10 or 11.
Hmm.
So that's one of the last things that closes in Akihabara. But I'm gonna tell you though, man, I gave you the FGO charm, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That came from Don Quixote.
Oh,
Yeah, because they had all those.
cool.
Um, Yeah, and they had weave stuff, they have food stuff, they have the Kit Kats, all those funky Japanese Kit Kats come from there. So, oh yeah, man, when they name dropped Don Quixote, I was like, you son of a, yeah. And then they played the little theme song because they're like Donkey Don or whatever. But yeah, that's the real thing, and I was like, 'cause when Subasa was drinking the coffee, obviously that was Boss Coffee. That's the one that Tommy Lee Jones does commercials for. I don't know. Did you ever see those?
No, but he does them in Japan.
They're old now, but I think they were like from 2014 or something. Because he kind of looks like the mascot for Boss Coffee.
Ah,
But he was like Tommy Lee Jones as like the teacher and the construction man, and he's just all like super godlike powers. But when Tsubasa was drinking the Boss coffee, clearly well knew it was Boss coffee, but it was spelled Boss, Bocc. So that's why I'm like, it's usually how they do it. It's not Pepsi, it's like Sepsi,
Yeah.
because you don't want to get sued, product placement. So when they actually did the Don Quixote thing, though, I was like, yo, they ain't wrong though. Don Quixote is great, man. I love this show. So, so yeah, they went to Don Quixote and it was a big product placement, and I was like, damn. Actually, I should regret that because now that means everyone's gonna be like, "Where's Don Quixote? I saw it in that most super popular show from Winter 2020." And it's like, no, don't go. My secret hideout has been discovered. But yeah, oh yeah, dude. Don Quixote carries me, man. Don Quixote is the reason why I can afford so much weeb stuff is because I'm over there. I spend like $10 on groceries and then I can survive for a week. So
Wow.
yeah, it's great. So they ain't wrong, man. And yes, they do carry stuff like mattresses. Um, my other friend too, she bought so much stuff she wanted to she needed another luggage. So we went to Don Quixote and got another suitcase. Yeah, so they ain't wrong. Um, and then finally the last thing too was the konbini. Um, where he's all where was it? She was like, I need makeup. He's like, I got that. I need like a brush and all. He's like, I got you. And she's all like, and I need underwear. I need panties. And he's like, let's go together. And then that's yeah, the konbini they sell those too, man. They sell like was it like $5 packs of underwear? Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Unfortunately though, they were talking last time I saw, and I think this might have even gone into effect starting last year, but a lot of like 7-Elevens and Circle K and Family Marts were no longer 24 hours because there's just so many of them. And like you would see a Family Mart across the street from a Family Mart, and it's just kind of like, um, hang on. So yeah, it was really bizarre, and so they said they were gonna start paring down how many Family Marts and 7-Elevens were gonna be open 24 hours. So yeah, if you ever noticed that not all of them are 24 hours now,
Huh.
it's just because they were just oversaturated. But that was still kind of funny that they did all that because the kombinis are the other fail safe for how I survived Japan. Because I did go to the Michelin star ramen place over in Ikebukuro, but outside of that, I usually
Yeah.
I'll just live off onigiri. Onigiri and Boss Coffee. So and 7-Eleven melon pawn because memes.
Yeah.
So my name is Steven Sonuski-sama, and today is my first day going to Akihabara for shopping. I'm gonna be late. All the stores are gonna open, and I'm gonna be late. And as I run out of my hotel with melon pawn in my mouth. But anyways, yeah. So Konbini is good. Yeah,
Cool.
and how this all relates to Tony Kaka Kawhi because Tsubasa is hardcore. And then there was the other thing too is that when she was asleep, that also kind of gave away like, okay, maybe she is normal. And everything is all like, oh, she's so cute when she does her hair. Oh, she's so cute when she. And then it's like, oh, she's so cute when she doesn't wear a bra. I was all like, all right. And that's the other thing too I appreciate about this show is that for as like lovey-dovey as it gets, and it's just kind of like, okay. Then they go lewd, and it's all like, all right, now you woke me up again.
Very lewd. All you can hold, hand holding.
Yeah, I was gonna screen cap that, but then I was like, this might be too obvious. I could do better than that. But yeah,
All I can hold.
all you can don't make it sound like a buffet. So
And she's like, I don't like the sound of that.
yeah, that's what I think. Why people aren't wrong if they put Tsukasa as best girl because she does keep it real. So I respect that too. So for one, for once, or maybe in a long time, I can ally with everyone's notion that Tsukasa is best girl. So and then the most recent episode when they just photoshopped the crap out of everything. And then like How'd you get so good at Photoshop? You just took this picture. What is this? You should be in a tabloid.
Working in Hollywood.
Yeah. And then Tsukasa shows up out of nowhere. Wow, this is great. You should be working in Hollywood. Oh my god. If any of y'all fools start talking about Jennifer Lawrence, I'm done. I'm canceling my Crunchyroll.
I don't think you're gonna get that this one.
No, okay, good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Good.
Too busy making anime references.
Right. What are you from outer space? You know, if I was Lum, I'd have already vaporized you. I was like,
Yeah,
Roman probably appreciated
I
that
did
one.
appreciate that one.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that one.
Yeah, so explain that. What does that mean exactly? Because I can't remember Urusei Yatsura for the life of me. So what happens? Lum gets jealous. I get that. And then what?
She has lightning powers,
Oh.
so she electrocutes him a lot.
Because Lum is like an Oni, right? Like a space Oni?
Yeah, an Oni.
Okay.
I think she has lightning powers. I think that the males have fire
Okay.
because her cousin breathes fire.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was what that reference was, because she was saying that if she was Lum, he'd be vaporized because she'd have electrocuted him so much he'd be dead.
Yeah,
Ataru got immune to it after a while. Like he would get electrocuted, but it wouldn't really bother him that much.
I think I remember seeing that. Like he was like hitting on a girl and he was getting zapped and he still would just be like, no, like kayfabe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciated that one. I thought it was funny when she was making breakfast, and he was like, "I didn't expect a shokugeki this early in the morning."
And then when before that, when he was talking about his own diet, he went Ultraman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. I can buy into this. Um, and there was another one too. When didn't they? Or you looking like the slam dunk guy?
Yeah, talk about slam dunk.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. Um.
That maid was too eager to get naked.
Oh.
The other maid was like, "What are you doing? Have a little like restraint, but he's kind of cute."
Yeah,
Like,
but
what? Put your clothes back on. I just need regular photos that are like kind of suggesting that he's not such a good guy. Okay, whatever.
and then when she like went all murder spree though, and then she was really quick to puff him. That's how
Yeah.
they made the incriminating photo off that.
What was that? That was like a gut sword,
Right,
dragon slayer
right.
sword.
And that's the second show this weekend that I've seen where they did the Gundam pose. Because I remember that from
What
Gundam
is
Seed
that?
Destiny, the
Like,
sword.
yeah, looking
Yeah,
down the sword and
yeah,
going up.
yeah, that angle.
Yeah, that was another show that did that this week, didn't it?
Kuma.
Yeah, Kuma did it.
Yeah. So that's the next and last show we're talking about tonight. But yeah. So I was like, wow, what is this the season of Gundam Seed Destiny sword references? So and that they could have been done in other shows too, I'm sure, but I just strictly remember that from Gundam.
I know they
So
did that in Slayers.
oh, so there you go.
Gowry, whenever he pulled out his sword of light,
There you go.
he would do it.
There you go. But yeah, going back to Lum real quick though, she's just a regular Oni, right? Not Space Oni.
No, she's space.
Okay, that's what I thought.
She was the daughter of the leader. Of the leader.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. But yeah,
Yeah. If you watch the only U.S. dubbed episode, she has a French accent for whatever reason.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, oh man, that means they're gonna dub Tony Gaga Kawaii. Oh no. Kito Akari deserves better.
I mean, of course they're gonna dub it. It's Crunchyroll. They dubbed Konosuba. Like Konosuba didn't need a dub, but okay.
Roman out here traumatizing more than Sleepy Hime. Jeez. Man, oh, but anyways.
But yeah, that was the only episode of Eurostheater that was dubbed was the first one, and they didn't do any more, other than movie 2.
Does she still sound French?
No, she didn't have a French accent that time.
Okay.
But I think I read that they thought the dub was so bad they just decided to just sub it.
Just quit.
Just continue subbing it, not dub it.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, this one it completely caught me off guard. I thought it was gonna be more cutesy than it really was, but all the characters kind of like have enough personality and depth to them. And then the older sister in the bathhouse is like, oh, let me kill myself to make up for it, and Subasa's just like, what? Like,
And speaking of her, why did none of them mention that they were married?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Like anytime she said, "Oh, are you guys related?" They'd just be like, "Yeah, yeah, we're family." Like just say you're his wife or she's your wife or you're her husband or something.
Mm.
You're just making it work. It's not working out. And the sister apparently isn't going to say anything.
Right. She's hoping that he goes back to being a wizard.
Yeah, wizard.
And oh, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, yeah,
Wizard.
yeah.
You can't remember what you were going to say.
No, it was something related to the sister. I was gonna ask a question, but I can't recall. So when we're in the middle of talking about Kuma Bear, I'm sure it'll come back to me, and I'll be like, "Hey, the thing."
Oh yeah, that thing. Well, we're not talking about that right
Yeah, no. So I'm
now.
gonna have to wait. But oh yeah, no. Kito Akari. This is the second time, this year that she's voiced a character that had to declare that they were 15 years old. When she did Utsemi Ris in FGO, which is the character from Fate Requiem. In her intro dialogue, she's all like, "Yeah, what do you want? I'm 15 years old. Don't hit on me. I'm a minor. I will literally call the cops." So then when she said that too, and it was like, huh. But obviously it's also Nesco, so Demon Slayer movies coming out next year. Get hype. So.
Yep, yep.
And then someone actually made that joke too. They were like, imagine being Kito Akari and you get paid like millions of yen to just be like, there you
And
go.
at the end of the episode.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. So that's
Yeah,
it's good though. It's
yeah.
good. So I'm I'm in. I bought in. I apologize for taking so long to get caught up, but yeah, now that I'm here, I can see the appeal. This one I think is definitely one of my higher ranked shows for sure. So
Yeah, it's fun. It's good to watch.
so
We ended that one pretty good. We got about 25 minutes in
excellent.
with like 10 seconds left.
Yeah. All right.
Yep,
All right.
yep. So go watch it if you haven't watched it yet. Tony Kaku Kawaii.
All right. Last show.
Last show. Kuma 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 Bear. Uh, a little confusing in the first episode because I heard about this and thought, I think it was classified as an isekai, but she was able to get out of the game
Mm-hmm.
and was, I guess, just telling her grandfather she wanted more money.
Um. So from my understanding, she seems to be some sort of like prodigy or something
Oh yeah, she's
because
running some kind of business or
yeah, she was doing the stock market. She
yeah.
was playing the stock market, and that's how she apparently makes her fortune. And Grandpa is all like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And she's just like chilling. And he's like, "Yo, you gonna go back to school?" And she's all like, "Why do I need to go back to school?" Because she's making all this money off of the stock market. And then she's all like, "Oh, my parents are like, they are just off doing their own thing, and I give them money basically to leave me alone." Oh, excuse me. So they're just like going off on vacation and all that, and she casually sends them $3,000, which was like 30,000 yen. So
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay. And then she's all like, okay, that's done. And then she goes back into Sword Art Online there.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then the second episode is where we get into the isekai aspect of it
right,
because God came in as an administrator, all like, we have a survey that we would like you to answer since you've maxed out your character and you know the game very well. Dad, we got a special gift for you. You get to pick one of these treasure chests, and whichever one you get is what you get to keep. Yeah. So God tricked her into going into this world with a bear costume.
Damn you, Madoka.
A very OP bear set that even at level 1 was allowing her to kill very powerful enemies. Because she looked at her level and was like, I'm back at level 1? Like, I gotta start over? Can't even sign out.
She also lost her design too. I actually liked her original design,
The,
her character design,
yeah.
avatar.
It was pretty cool.
And then they just turned her into herself in a bear kigurumi.
Yeah. With hand puppets. Bear hand puppets.
But and she can't even do anything with those though. She can't hold tools or anything. Because remember when she had to sign documents, she had to take the gloves off.
Yeah. But she can store a bunch of stuff in them.
Correct.
Because they lead to her inventory.
Correct.
Infinite inventory. I didn't think it was funny though that when she needed money, she had that like letter from God saying, "Oh, your precious money that you love so much has been sent to your inventory." Like I don't like the way she said
Heart.
that.
Literally said heart though.
Yeah,
Oh man. I so the way that the episodes were structured was definitely awkward because the pilot episode did have her already like OP and established. She goes and fights this OP monster, and the dude's all like, "Yo, she's still not strong and better, stronger than Goblin guy," and it really makes it seem that it's further into the story, and she's able to, like you said, disconnect and connect at will.
yeah,
And then on starting on the second episode, it's like the flashback, and now it's back when she was just starting out and learning all the gimmicks and all of that. And then in the third episode, she's establishing herself even more. And yeah, and now we're getting into character building, world building, etc., etc.
yep, yep,
So I appreciate. So like I said, when it's shows like this where they come out and they just tell you like you're OP because OP and you're OP. I prefer it that way rather than the Bleach or the Sword Art style. In this case, Sword Art I think is more applicable. Even though Kirito, he's all like, I love MMOs and I'm so good at MMOs because I always play MMOs. It's kind of like, yeah, but you've never played this MMO before. So
but I'm good at MMOs.
right. It's like rock climbing. I'm good at puzzle games. That makes me good at rock climbing. Anyways, anyways. Um yeah, and that's why I said I love Fist of the North Star because it straight out came out and told you. So like, yeah, I'm OP because Hokuto Shinken has been beaten 2,000 years. So there you go. That's why he's OP. But in this one, they were like, the bear suit's OP. Boom, you're OP. That's it. That's it. That's all I need to know. So I'm not like, wait, how did Ichigo just beat Kenpachi? How? Kenpachi murdered a captain to become a captain. And you're telling me this punk kid shows up and whoops him?
Yeah,
Get out of here. So that's what I have an issue with. But if you come out and tell me, yeah, I'm OP because this is OP and OP is what it is, I can buy that. More accepting of that. So now when they start breaking it down onto why it's OP and it has the map functions and the inventory functions and the special abilities, and they said was it the power levels are tied to the character levels.
yeah, I think
So
so.
yeah, everything is just more believable. So to me. So I know some people are just like, what? But that's
The
that's me applying logic to anime. What can I tell you?
best thing to do.
Yeah, just it always works out. Just disconnect your belief and then just apply your beliefs to the disconnection.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, because playing a headset game with no controller already, that's super realistic. And you can't even put with these VR headsets. If you even look too far to the right, it loses connection. And she's over here like having full on conversations with NPCs and everything. So
Well, she's in the game now, so
is she?
maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll find out. I also think though it's cute that Micah is in there. Micah from Blend S. She plays the girl. Didn't we also say she plays Melee too? And didn't I say make my abilities average? The other isekai. I think that's also Azumi Walk.
Oh, let's take a look here.
So yeah, because she was just having this stint of roles. But yeah.
Didn't make my abilities average?
Yeah. Pretty sure that's her. She was also in How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
What's her name?
The main character, Mile. Azumi Miwaki, I think.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I was looking at like I think it was Horse Girls, because she also does Special Week, and I was all like looking at all the stuff, and I was like, oh, she's Mile. Okay. You know, from Crimson Vow Explosion. I miss Make My Abilities Ever. That's the other thing too. It's all like, you know, why was she so OP? Well, she's the average of the strongest creature and the weakest creature, and she's average.
She didn't specify.
Right. So there you go. And that's more of a humorous take on the OP-ness for being OP. But like I said, I could buy into that. That makes sense. So.
Right. As long as they got a semi-good explanation.
Right.
Such as your bear suit is OP.
And I like how everyone recognizes that it's kind of dumb. So they're not, you know, because that's what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like, I'm Kuma-chan, Kuma, and then it's just like, it's like, you know, like a Luffy is dumb thing, and it's just like, I don't know how she did it, but she's so dumb, and it just, you know, just don't say anything and let her just go bash all the enemies. That's what I thought the show was gonna be. But instead, the character is very aware of everything going on. Like she puts no fronts on. She knows that, you know, everyone's gonna underestimate her, that this is a Kigurumi, this is kind of weird, but she's, you know, accepted it. And then, you know, it's even got bear panties.
Yeah.
Everything you need. All the bare necessities. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is what this does to you.
You can see yourself out.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So
oh
yeah.
god. Yeah. And all of her attacks, bear punch, bear kick.
Was it bear cutter?
Bear cutter. Bear cutter or air cutter, something like that.
Yeah.
I know they said that her abilities are much better, like the magic, if she has like bear images in her mind. Like the house that she just built.
Yeah.
That's why it looks like a bear. Well, 3 bears. Because as long as she's thinking of bears, her spells are really powerful.
Yeah.
Killed the Goblin King.
We went full Goblin Slayer there too.
We did. She like burned them alive in the cave.
Yeah. Smoke them out. Just let them on fire. Don't need to fight them all. They're you know.
They'll die eventually.
Yeah, we'll use the environment against them. It's like wow. And then was it Goblin Champion? Goblin Lord was what Goblin Slayer had, at least from the first part.
Yeah.
And then this one was the Goblin King. They just straight murdered the king. They're not messing with any of the henchmen or the underlings now.
Nope.
We went straight for the king. That's pretty funny.
And she is not harvesting anything.
Come on, you can harvest a little.
No.
You sure you don't want to learn?
Not doing it.
We can teach you.
Not happening.
But it'll help.
No.
You sure?
No, I'm positive.
But
nope.
Come on. That was a pretty good scene. That was pretty good. That was really good. Like I said, and that's what I think too. So, and that's kind of why I structured this podcast to be like this too, because Tsubasa and Tsukasa or Tsubasa, Tsubasa, I think, or Tsukasa.
Chanikaku.
Yeah, but and then Yuna. These two girls, these two main characters, they are aware. They're not dopey, even though they kind of act dorky. They're not dumb.
Right.
They are completely aware of everything that's going on. They know what's up. They're not being taken advantage of. So I appreciate and respect that.
Tsukasa.
So Yeah, it's yeah. I like that. I like that those are more confident, competent characters,
Yeah,
and yeah, and again, she knows she's in a bear Kigurumi, but it gets the job done. So, and she also said too that um the way that she was killing, like I think in the instance was the tiger wolf, um she doesn't need to deal with the blood or see the blood, and so that told me that she doesn't like seeing blood or killing. So I was like, okay,
yeah, just dead.
yeah. So it works out. She does all the heavy lifting, and then
Oh,
her
hey. The main dude from Tonikaku Kawaii is Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen.
so he was already in the studio for their other Crunchyroll show. So
Yeah,
he's just like, you want to do this one too? Sure, why not? Just double up my paycheck.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, got off topic there a little bit, but yeah, I just noticed that. Anyway,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's like I said, it's cute and capable, and I respect that. And like I said, she's uh what appears to be a genius outside in the real world, and so it translates into her capabilities in game. So
yeah,
I like it.
I like that she doesn't seem to care too much.
That too. When it comes to certain things too, she's just like,
Like when she had that, was she a mage
yeah,
going into the cave to get all the crystals from the goblins, and she made herself a house to just sleep.
yeah. I thought she was gonna make a cave and say she was hibernating. So that's what I thought what she was gonna say, but
No, it was a house with a bed,
yeah,
windows, and everything. Mage is banging on the window. Get up!
and
Why are you asleep?
she just turns around.
Looks, goes back to sleep.
Very sleepy Hime, very sleepy princess.
Very sleepy. I could see Sleepy Hime trying to steal that bear outfit to try to sleep in.
Yeah, it's a good point.
How would she pull it off?
Mhm.
Would she pull it
I don't know because this
off?
one Yuna is pretty smart, so it would be a rough fight. It would be, yeah. So, but
Would she need the arms and the head?
no, never. Don't need those useless parts. So,
Anyway,
uh,
yeah.
oh, crossovers we didn't need. But yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
she just got her bear summoned in this last episode.
right,
So they apparently get jealous if you don't summon both of them. Well, the other one
the
gets
white one.
jealous
Yeah,
if one is summoned and the other one isn't. Yeah, because the white one got pretty upset that black one got to ride her, like carry her around and fight, and then it was all pouty and like, no, get away from me.
yeah,
I'm not talking to you.
that was pretty funny. The even the bears have feelings then.
Yeah,
The summon mounts.
the summon mount.
Oh, and then when she after her refusal to help the magus or the mage, then she like just traumatizes her by running full speed, doing the bear rush.
Back to the city.
Yeah, back and forth. And it was just like, wow, that poor mage.
At least you didn't pee a little.
No, not even a little. Oh man, yeah, this show too. Again, it's Yuna just doesn't care, man. Yuna just doesn't care, and that's
No,
fun. But she gets the job done. She's good at what she does.
she is. She knows she's OP. She'll just go and do it.
And I was gonna say too, she flips the Kigurumi inside out. I guess when it's the white one on the outside, that's her sleeping form, and then when it's the other form, that's her like battle normal suit. I guess.
Oh, so the outside, the black, brownish
Hmm.
fur is just going out to hunt and do everything, and
Right.
she flips it out, puts it out to the white side. So kind of like her mounts.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's what it looked like to me.
Okay. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because you were putting it all together, and then she shows you her bare panties, and it's like that just you lose focus. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess you do.
but she's another 15-year-old, so FBI.
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, one more year and she can get married.
Well, she can get married now, apparently, with the permission of the guardians.
Or a letter.
Yeah. That dude never opened the letter either, huh?
I don't think he did. She just said, "Here you go." He's like, "All right, that's good. That's good enough."
That's why he's working the 3 a.m. shift.
He's like, "I don't care. Just take your
Kids.
plant.
Yeah.
Get out of here."
Yeah.
Trying to nap.
Don't do it in front of my building. Get out of here. Could do it in Don Quixote.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah. So Bear Hime. Bear Hime. Wow. Bear Kuma Bear. Bear. Yeah. Bear Cutter.
That was because you were talking about Sleeping Princess.
Yeah, I'm talking about him. And then even Kaguya Hime, Princess Kaguya, and all that. So I don't know if you ever played Super Robot Tyson OG Generation.
No.
But yeah, Kaguya is a princess in there too. And they always make. This could just be a translation thing, but they always made fun of how big her boobs were, and they're always like, "Oh, are you a cow?" Because the two of the recurring bad guys were like minotaurs, bulls, and so they were always like, "Are you a cow? Are you a cow?" And she's just like, "Why? What do cows have to do with this?" And it's kind of like, oh my god, yeah. But yeah, whenever they're talking about Kaguya Hime, I think of her. And Kaguya's theme is actually called "Flawless Full Moon."
Yeah.
So there you go. See? Ha ha ha.
Wow.
So, and it makes sense to call it Tsukasa because I think Tsukasa does mean like full moon or something. I think.
Does it?
I think so. Because Tsubasa I think means like wings or flying.
Hmm.
Or flying wings or something like that. But yeah. But anyways, Bear, Kuma, Bear.
Kuma.
And that's what she wrote her name as.
Yeah. Her job too was just bear.
Bear.
Her job class.
Bloody Bear.
She's like, "You're just going to accept bear?" Okay. Yeah, my job class is bear.
And they took it too. I thought that they were gonna be like, what? But I guess maybe Bear is an option.
Definitely an option. How can it not be?
So nobody else has it.
Everybody's always like, "It's a bear. There's a bear walking in here."
I mean, if there's Bloody Bear, can there also be like medium rare? I mean,
Medium rare bear.
yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for me on Kuma Bear. I am pleasantly impressed. I didn't think that this was gonna be like this. I think right out the gate, as soon as Yuna talked, I was like, "Whoa!" I thought she was gonna be like super high pitched, squealy voice girl, and instead she's more like calmer, rational, normal. And I was all like, "Okay, this isn't at all what I thought this was gonna be."
Yeah,
But yeah, I like it. I like it.
it's fun. Another fun one.
And I don't think that there's a lot of fantasy shows this season, but I don't think there's any isekais, at least ones that I've seen.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I could be wrong because I don't. I think the only thing that is on my radar to watch is Noblesse, and I don't think that's an isekai.
No, that's not isekai.
fantasy. Okay.
I think the only thing I think people were comparing that with was Anos.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I will say Anos is much more interesting of a character.
Yeah.
Once you start watching, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. But Roman is Team Sasha, so don't listen to it. Okay.
No, you want to listen to me. I'm the one that knows what he's talking about.
All right.
Yep, I know what I'm talking about.
All right. That's it for me. That's all I got. So we'll talk again the next one.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna say that in closing, Roman, if he wants to do some editing and just maybe cut out my rant, then we'll leave it at that. And then
Oh, you mean for the
so basically in a nutshell, what I said offline was It's a Gundam on his YouTube channel made a video about SJWs getting angry at the Gundam statue in Yokohama Harbor in Japan. And in a nutshell, these are people that are just angry that Japanese anime doesn't look like Magical Friendship Squad on Sci-Fi Channel, and that these are the people that also complained about Uzaki-chan and Keijo and Shimoneta and etc. 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 And now we have our politicians and people trying to co-opt the weeb culture and the nerd culture, and I'm like, I just no, then none of them did anything for the community to get it to the level where it is today, where you have services like Crunchyroll on your phone, on your tablet, on your TV, on your PlayStation, on your Xbox, and it's like they didn't do none of that.
Nope.
They didn't help. They didn't help this. And again, I go back to people with their genuine feelings. And when someone is interested, sincerely interested, you can feel it. There's an attitude and an atmosphere that they give off. And these people that are just trying to jump on because it's popular and they want to use it to gain leverage, I ain't cool with that. So that's basically where I'm at. And then when they do something and it sucks, and you tell them, dude, this sucks, and then they get mad at you. Yeah, that's not how this works. And so, in a nutshell, that's basically where I'm coming from. And I said this a couple of other things too, with like what they were doing with American comics and why they keep losing the Boku Hero no Academia. And all that is basically just late 80s, early to mid 90s X-Men. And they can't understand that. So they rather co-opt Boku Hero and make it whatever they're trying to make it. And yeah, it's all like you can go to hell.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, and then there was so I'll let Roman kind of play around with that if he wants. Not that's the gist of my ranting right there. And then we have Demon Slayer, and then Demon Slayer made like $50 million after the exchange or the conversion from yen to dollars. Yeah, it made like $50 million. So it made bank.
Yep.
Kaguya season 3 got announced. What is it? Tokyo Babylon, which was from Clamp, out of nowhere got announced.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
What else? I was gonna say the FGO Solomon stage play, but we're waiting on the anime, so
Yeah, they haven't announced the date for that yet, have they?
no, I think their focus is on Camelot. So, but yeah. Oh, and then I don't know if I told you or not, but yeah, we got tickets to Heaven's Feel Part 3.
Oh yeah.
That'll be, I think that's like November 19th or something. And that was a debacle too. That was a mess. Oh, that was a mess.
So trying to get tickets.
Yeah, because they made the announcement, or they set the tickets to go live at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and then the website kept crashing, and the website was showing seats were available, but when you came to try to select those seats, it just didn't come up. So yeah, it was a mess. But we eventually got it because one of our guys called in customer service, and they were like, "Oh yeah, new showing opened up. Just go get tickets there." And so I think we got like the 9 p.m. showing, so we ain't gonna be getting out till like midnight. But whatever,
Yeah.
it is what it is. At least we got in. So yeah, so that'll be good. Um, yeah,
And this is the final one.
this is it. And apparently, like it came out in Japan like what last month or maybe 2 months ago in August maybe.
Okay.
And then a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's so sad. Oh, this and that." And it's like, well, I mean, kind of already know what happens, but it's Ufotable. So, um,
Now, did they do this in 3 movies so they wouldn't have to do a series for it?
correct,
Okay. Like Unlimited Blade Works.
correct.
Okay.
And Unlimited Blade Works 2 was like 50 episodes, I think. It's really long.
That was only 24.
Really?
Thought so.
I thought it was more than that.
Maybe it was 2 seasons of 24.
I thought it was. If it is 24, even better. But yeah. What else too? Yeah, all I know is there's a lot coming out because everything got delayed or pushed back to next year. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 24.
Okay. Okay, good. That's not too bad. All right. So yeah. And then yeah, you're caught up.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So, all right.
Yeah, I ain't
So,
got nothing.
all right. So we'll see you on the post-apocalypse viewing party, and then Thanksgiving,
Yep. Oh.
and then yeah, that's it. That's it for this one. So, if you're celebrating Halloween, trick or treat, stay safe. Check your candy. You know they hide katanas in your Snickers now. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the Yakuza guy said the good crystals, good stuff, the good white crystal, shiny stuff,
The white stuff.
the white stuff. So check your candy for that.
The white powder. I think that's what it was. Yeah, right here. Where do you hide the white powder? You know, the good stuff.
In your kid's candy. So, and if you do actually go out and get that half off candy, good luck. Happy hunting.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and that because that's gonna be on a Sunday too. So
That's
good
the
luck.
day after Halloween.
Yeah. Dia de los Muertos. Good luck.
If they got the pumpkin Reese's, I'll be buying them.
Oh, good call.
I'm a Reese's guy. It's best candy.
Fair. Good. Solid choice.
Yeah.
All right then.
All
Get
right.
out of here.
Yep. That's it. We'll see you guys in 2 more weeks. And yeah. Till then, see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.